Hello Scorpio, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for joining me and watching the content, supporting me by watching my content and leaving me a thumbs up or a comment so I know what's happening if it resonates with you. And please also subscribe to my channel. That just helps me get me out there and get the energy moving. And also share it if you don't mind. That would be awesome. Sorry, I'm stopping these cards are flying out. So there's the energy build up that I'm feeling with you, just like this influx of energy. So it may be like a bit of a a toing and froing sort of an energy that's going on at the moment. So I'm just like, whoa, okay. Anyway, I'm just going to sit still and settle for a moment. And this is probably where they're going with you. Oops. Okay. And there may be like too many things going on at once. So this is where they're talking about just settling. So we are going to the collective of angels here with this deck here. And I'll just, the roses there. Okay. And the spirit. So we're doing a mind, body, spirit, soul reflow at the across here. So we're just going to take a look at what's going on, maybe where your thinking is at, and some suggestions around there and moving forward. So and with the body, sometimes there's there's some actions that you might want to take on board there, so and just take a look at and with around what's going on and what's moving forward, but also on a spirit level where we're connecting with our spirit, and when our spirits are lifted a high, obviously it's, we're running at a capacity where we're happier most of the time or more of the time or all the time. And then with those flows and ebbs, there's at the moment it's kind of like maybe not so much there at the moment. So there's a fluctuation of energies is where spirit are going with that. But it's like when our spirits are dampened a bit with something that's going on, whether it be in the present or in the, from coming up from the past, it's like we're looking at, connecting with our inner spirit and our higher self, you could say, and raising our spirits or lifting our spirits so we can be at a nice, flowing energy. Okay, so and then we're going to look at the soul on a soul level, so the spiritual level and a soul level as well. So that can be around, our soul energy is what is going on with us, and something might come up with that depending on what's going on with you. So the first card out is I'm drawing from the moon deck at the moment for this round as well. So the moon in this one is because we have a full moon that's coming up here. So in New Zealand here it's at 8 o'clock, sorry. Well, it might be actually, I haven't actually checked the time. So it's on the 8th of March, and other places it might be on, it's probably on the 7th. So, okay. So this is the third quarter moon here. So adjustments are required here. So with this card that's coming up, so there may be some adjustments that the way that you're thinking at the moment, with your mindset. Or with your mindset or your thoughts that are going on, or where you're thinking about going. So there may be, you're in the sense, because it's just showing me, or thinking about where you're going, is you might have some plans about where you're wanting to go, and so there could be some adjustments that are running around in your head about how you can make that more pliable or more feasible, the two words that are coming up, and what can you do to make that pliable and or feasible. So okay, and for an outcome that will serve you, the greater good of one and all, is where they're going with that. So on a physical level, the word roses is here. So it may be that you are going to receive some roses, or you're going to give some roses. And what the other thing that I'm hearing about there, about smelling roses. So this is for some of you, I feel like it's about, there's that saying, of like smelling the roses, sometimes we just need to, or taking our rose-colored glasses off. And sometimes we just need to go out and, smell the roses and to lift our, like use that aromatherapy to help shift us, and to lift our energies. Okay, from that, point of view, from whether that's it. Oh God, I can't remember what that is. The clear, anyway, to like aromatherapy anyhow. So and I feel like, but on one that smelling like roses is the word, that the phrase that comes up. So where are they going there? And I'm also hearing for some of you that there is a female energy, a grandparent and or a parent that loves roses is coming through as well with this energy. So anyway, I'm going to carry on there, but there's something about not cheek with the spiritual card. I feel like the cheek here is like some of you is maybe turning the other cheek to something, and it's like this is where they're talking about this one going back here and like smelling the roses, or taking your rose-colored glasses off. So there's whatever's going on here, maybe needing some adjustment around that sort of way, whether it be physically, spiritually, and or emotionally, or the way that we're thinking about something. So it maybe there is a lot of mental clutter that's going on there. That's probably, like they're saying here, is needing a little bit of adjustment, maybe needing to adjustments may be required there. So we have the Archangel here, deck here, so outdoors, so there may be a little bit of, this card is in reverse, so there may be something about going outside, as Archangel Jophiel is suggesting. Going outside, getting some fresh air and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. So this is hence where the action here is talking about going out and smelling the roses and getting some movement and getting some breath. So breathing some air in your lungs and to circulate around your body and oxygen in your body. Yeah, okay. Cool. So I'm going to turn that around, but there may be a lack of that, and a suggestion is like your soul is calling for it, and you may be not putting, some of you might not be putting enough time into that, and so in putting that as a non-negotiable in your self-care routine. So self-care is a big thing this month. It seems to be the theme that's coming up, and getting people, everybody or all of us, to take more notice of that and how we treat ourselves in all of these levels, okay, to bring about more of a balance. So we're in a more manageable space of coping with things that do come up, do arise for us, okay. So remember who you are as the other card. So Archangel Michael here is talking about you are a powerful, loving and creative child of God. You are very loved. So just know that, and go into that space and trust yourself to, that there is a greater power out there, or greater energy is where I'm hearing for you, Scorpio, to, that we can link into. And if we're going in there with the intention of connecting with that greater power, that higher energy of us, and of depending on who it is, the source, God, the energy, Allah, whoever it is for you, or Buddha, connect with yourself. So we're going to be using the Sun and Moon Tarot today. Oopsie daisy, there's a whole lot of cards. So there is a lot going on, and I'm feeling a little, things are like slowing down at the moment, and there may be something, there's a lot of energy that's probably going to come up to help you push this energy out so you can deal with it, so you can work through these things. So remember to rest, and this is where it's important to, find other solutions, and like movement is really good. So whether it's outdoors or something, switch back into that mindset of like not lying or sitting around, shifting, to in it, like literally to move your energy in some way. So it's like, okay, it flows too. Okay, cool. So here we go. There. So the first card out with this, with the mind, is the Two of Pentacles. So there's something juggling around in there. So maybe you're toing and froing with some thoughts and feelings, and with this change that's coming up. So there could be some change that's coming up around you, or you're right now, and on a physical level as well as a spiritual level, and it's just pushing some things out. But this rose is here, with the physical side. There's something that is moving. So this one here, the Wheel of Fortune. So it's either with the cash flow and that, but it means about what I'm hearing in the background. It means that you're going to have to make some physical or some adjustments in order to get that to click in the best possible way, click in a positive way or in a fortuitous way. So it's like not staying where you are now. It's like keeping that movement consistent is where I'm hearing what I'm hearing. And it's like they draw me to now to the rose-colored glasses. It's like there's, being in the reality of what is, that you may have to do something in order to get the results or some things to where you want to go. So there's something about, to like bringing you back to now, so coming back into your body. But something will move. There's something with this Wheel of Fortune is shifting either financially or with your health or well-being or your or something in the family. And I'm feeling like more so in a positive way, because this is 10. So there is something that you can be bringing to an end or closure and allowing yourself to move forward if you choose. Okay. Oh, I just realised I've just already shuffled that. So cheek with the Spirit card. So, and I'm just hearing have a little bit of tongue-in-cheek, have a bit of fun around it with this cheek, because the Prince of Cups has come through here, and he's just like looking at, once again, there may be something that's shifting with you, a relationship that's shifting. Either you're going towards someone or someone is coming towards you. But I feel like it's around relationships in general I'm more drawn to like with a partner, a potential partner or a partner that you're already in a relationship now. There's something that's shifting. So it may be, and I'm just hearing like, sometimes we need to, there's about, we're not, it's like looking at the lighter side of things and looking at it in the sense that, in order to grow, we either, we're either having to let go of something or someone in the sense for both parties to grow and develop, and in that sense. So there could be, like I say, there could be something where you're either moving away or towards someone there in a relationship, and that could be whether not. I'm leaning more towards romantic, but this isn't like romantic for everybody, and for the single ones, it's there is something there that maybe you are working or moving towards someone, or allowing someone to come towards you or you to go towards someone. But I'm also hearing there can be for some of others of you, like relationships in general. There's something shifting where you're allowing I'm hearing maybe family members coming through, with this change, or reconciliation and that sort of with someone. It could be a friend, but the universe is like saying, really listen to your intuition about this and checking in with yourself. So something's not quite sitting right with me, why I'm like having these little burps and things, or indigestion sort of things that's been coming up there, but it's something, but it's like, just sit with it. And don't overthink it. Allow yourself to sometimes we need to just turn the cheek, and then and carry on. Other times we need to be a little bit cheeky, and even in then it's like cheeky as in not in a cheeky neg way, but in a cheeky, just light-hearted is where I'm having a bit where I'm going with that, and having a bit of fun. So there's something about the energy's moving quite quickly. Well, can move quite quickly if you want, because I'm just noticing like I'm saying a couple of words ahead of where I am. So it's maybe that it's like just for you that things are moving quite quickly. So that's why they're talking about just sit with it for a little bit, and and not run, okay, and just go with the flow of it. So the last card here is the Star card, which is really interesting because it's the star, and when I'm hearing the star of hope, the star of inspiration, the star of allowing ourselves to, or yourself to start moving and bringing in that energy of, yes, there is something, and there is something worth following in that direction. And I feel like using the star as your guide, the stars, or looking to the stars as well. So it's going to help you like clear some energy. So not necessarily moon, but the stars, okay? That's where they're going for some of you. It might be the stars, not the moon. So whatever it is that is connecting with you, but I feel there's like a sharing, of energy in a way of, using, there's the water to cleanse, and it's just being still and looking at where what is and what is not sitting or resonating with you. Taking some time out for you so you can see and clearer about what it is or where it is your direction is, okay? Um, because I feel like for a lot of you, you're getting some signs there, but maybe you're just not fully like following them, okay, or accepting them. So I've shuffled these cards before. Okay, this one here has come out. So the Knight of Wands. So that's, for me, is about movement. So sometimes we can be in that little bit of a hesitance, be a bit hesitant in moving forward, or moving towards something. Or moving away from something. So it's more towards, I'm hearing, but there's the fact that I'm going this way. It's like there's something. It's like indecision, basically. So stop blocking your way and just making a decision. But I feel like, this one here, for me, the energy is saying like, yes, I'm ready to go. And so this horse is saying, yes, let's go, but he's not moving forward, or moving in the direction. So it's like, okay, maybe I do just need to take a moment. Okay, some of you it may be for that, but there is something that's ready to go. And it's when you say you're ready to go, basically. So, and when it happens, it's like, okay, it will happen reasonably quickly, or the movement, so the change, because it's interesting that we start off with change here, and there may be some adjustments that are required, which is why you're feeling a little bit standoffish about moving or rushing into something, which is quite wise on saying that, okay? Awesome. So you're on the right track by the feel of it, okay? It's just like maybe it's just like observing, sit with it for a bit. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there for you now, Scorpio. I hope that makes sense. And we will be back next week and to see how this journey moves. Okay? Awesome. See you later.